NFL training camp and our countdown to camp segments continue, sponsored by Masterclass. I'm Sierra Goodwill here with Evan Lazar. Next up on the burning questions heading into Patriots training camp is, will Damien Harris see the field at all this season? We know he didn't in his rookie campaign, but that's not too out of the norm for the Patriots and rookie running backs. How does he make his presence known? How does he crack into that rotation this year?
Well, you hinted at the history of Patriots rookie running backs, guys like Shane Vereen or James White, kind of waiting their turn. I think the same thing really happened with Damien Harris. You have a bunch of veteran guys in front of you, Burkhead, Michel, obviously, White, Bolden, and it's just sort of tough to crack that rotation as a rookie unless you really are a wow star on the field. And I think with Damien Harris, he's got a nice running style to him, maybe a little bit more wiggle, a little bit more contact balance to him that can break tackles and get out of tackles a little bit better than Sony Michel, maybe a little bit more versatile than Sony Michel too. But I think that he was within the margins of being in the same playing field as a Michel or a Burkhead, and he was just kind of unable to take that mental step, the next step mentally, to be able to get himself on the field. So the biggest thing for Harris, I think, in this training camp is showing that mentally he is up to speed with where he needs to be in terms of his assignments and passing responsibilities, his pass routes, his blocking assignments and blitz pickup, that sort of thing, and also understanding where his openings are on the ground and understanding how to work off of his blocks and see which blocks are where and make his reads and stuff like that. So I think it's all between the ears for Damien Harris. I think he's obviously got the ability. He's just got to be able to get up to speed and be able to kind of react to things the way that the veterans react to it.
Rex Burkhead had that reworked contract recently, and we know Brandon Bolden has a significant role on special teams, but are either of those two guys' job in jeopardy if Harris makes that big leap and is able to contribute this year on offense?
Well, that's another good point, Sierra, is special teams. I know nobody else wants to talk about it, but Bill Belichick's going to talk about it. And if you take Rex Burkhead or Brandon Bolden off the active roster and you put Damien Harris in those spots, that's a ton of special teams and kicking game snaps that they have to replace with those two guys who are really big-time contributors on special teams, maybe special teams aces, if you will. So I think the biggest thing for those guys, though, with Burkhead and Bolden, is to continue that versatility, to continue to be, kind of make value to the team in terms of what they can do on all four downs, and that versatility also on offense to catch the ball and run the ball between the tackles is really, I think, what separates Rex Burkhead from a lot of the running backs the Patriots currently have on the roster, is his ability to do anything that the Patriots might ask him to do. I think Sony Michel is also maybe sweating it a little bit too. I think that Damien Harris has a chance. The reason why they drafted him in the third round, I truly believe, is sort of an insurance policy of sorts for Sony Michel. So I think that there's a lot going on there in terms of the future and the now and what they're going to do with some of these veteran running backs and if they can find a spot for Damien Harris this year.
Well, for all the rest of our countdown to camp segments, you can find them on our website at CLNSmedia.com and on our YouTube channel at Patriots Press Pass. And as always, we're sponsored by Masterclass. For being a Patriots Press Pass listener, you can get 15% off the annual All Access Pass. Just go to masterclass.com/CLNS.